Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Victoria. I'm a mum of 5 in the UK. This video is home education plans for the new year. I have got a lot of home education videos on this channel, but I don't make as many as I used to because one, I felt like I'd said it all, and two, I wasn't getting anywhere with my channel after years and years, and it just felt like I was screaming down a black hole. So there's not as many home education videos on here, but I can still do them. But if you want to hear me ranting all things home education, there's my Facebook page and my Instagram called Home Educating the Mad Lads, where it's mostly home education. I'm struggling to make plans this year. One, because the government keep threatening to do this homeschool register, and it looks like it's happening, and I'm not sure where that's going to take us or what's going to be involved with it, even though the government say they're doing it to protect vulnerable children and at the same time cover up for grooming gangs, but that's another topic entirely. But anyway, so the other reason I'm struggling to make plans is because, like you've heard before, we're planning on moving, don't know when it's going to happen. So I'm trying to make plans as if we're moving and make plans as if we're staying. So clubs, last year I was saying I really wanted something for my older two, my now 14-year-old and my now 12-year-old, because Scouts had finished and there was just nothing round here apart from their home ed group and the Sunday school, and the local church started doing a youth club, which was, you know, really ideal and just what we wanted, but it's only once a month, so I could still do with something else as well as. So I'm still on the lookout. If we move, my 14-year-old wants to join the gym and we know which one, but I'm still on the lookout if we move for something for the 12-year-old. And the just turned 9-year-old and the 7-year-old, they're quite happy in their clubs at the moment, but obviously if we move I'm going to have to find them new clubs, same as if we move I'm going to have to find a new church and a new homeschool group. Oh, the birds are going mad in the edge. And the little one who just turned 3, Jerry, we haven't got anything for him at the moment, but he's not bothered at the moment, so we'll just play that by ear and all. There's lots of play groups and stuff where we're planning to move as well. So my oldest, who's 14, he's dyslexic and I think he might have dysgraphia as well. I'm still trying to push with that. I mean, he needs to know he can read, but he needs to know how to write. I'm still trying to push with it, but I'm also encouraging his strengths. He's really good at cooking, he's really good at working out, he's got the discipline to work out and he's interested in it. And you know, there was a lad at my school who was told by the teachers he was never going to achieve anything and he was never going to make anything, and now he's a championship bodybuilder and he owns a string of gyms. So you know, school's idea of success is not always the be all and end all, so we're just going to keep encouraging his strengths and encouraging how practical he is. He's very practical. Then my 12-year-old, he's still really, really into guinea pigs. Last year, my plan was to get him some guinea pigs, and I have, and he adores them. So I'm just going to encourage that. Encourage his love of animals, and he's also really academic, so I'm going to keep pushing with that as well. My 9-year-old is really arty, really artistic, and he's been doing lots of stop motion on the phone and he's getting really good at it, and he lots of drawing, so I'm going to keep encouraging that. It's all about encouraging their strengths mostly. You know, I do insist on the 3 R's, reading, writing and arithmetic, and I do keep pushing that, but in general it's about letting them follow their interests, letting them develop a love of learning, focusing on their strengths. So learning something enjoyable and something that lights them up, not something that stresses them out. And my 7-year-old daughter, she really likes reading. She reads a lot at night when she's meant to be asleep. We got her all these like children's friendly graphic novels for Christmas. My mum got her loads and I got her some, and she's read them all already, and she loves going to the library. So I'm going to try and go to the library a bit more often, because I did sort of fall off that for a bit, and encourage her with the reading. And she's very social, so the clubs are most important for her. Keep her going to her clubs. If we move, make sure she's got lots of clubs. She's got very high social needs, she has. Probably because she's the only girl amongst all these boys. And then my 3-year-old, he really likes baking and cooking and doing it alongside you. And that's how my 14-year-old started. And my 14-year-old can whip up a whole meal now. He can look in a recipe book and just whip some up. So I know it's important to encourage that and let him just, learn alongside. And he's also into messy play. And his speech is coming on. We encourage, because he was a little bit delayed with his speech, which has happened before with a couple of my kids, not all of them, but a couple of them. So it's all about talking to him and encouraging his speech and messy play and all that. So it's quite nice, really, because there's not that many changes I want to make. I was having a massive wobble last year about my oldest and GCSEs and should he be doing something else. But every single, secondary education type thing I've looked into over the last year for GCSEs or an alternative qualification or whatever, they've either not worked out or they weren't suitable. I am still looking. I mean, obviously if something suitable comes up, we will look into it for him, but at the moment nothing's been suitable. So like I say, I'm just focusing on his strengths, and I'm hoping that if we move and he does join this gym, he can carry on learning about fitness and muscles and protein, and he may even get somebody who takes him under their wing and helps him with it, because that's what happened with my husband. My husband's not very ready and righty, and when he was 15 he got a Saturday job at a baker's, family baker's, and the owner really took him under his wing, got him enrolled in a college course for baking. My husband was going to take that business on eventually, but Tesco shut it down. They built a Tesco and Tesco shut it down, unfortunately. Because my husband grew up without a father, because his father died when he was young. So somebody took him under his wing and really helped him with the area of interest that become a job. So I'm hoping for something like that. But also he wants to, as soon as he's old enough, he wants to have some kind of job, like a Saturday job or, a couple of hours in the evening or something, which there'll be more opportunities for him if we move as well. But other than that, we're quite happy to just roll on as we are. But I am making sure I'm making records of everything, because of them bringing in this homeschool register. And I'm trying to make sure I write it in their language. So hopefully everything will work out. There's time yet for this homeschool register to get dropped. I mean, they've got that much other things you think they'd be worrying about, like the fact that the country's gone to crap. Oh dear. So yeah, they're my plans. Sorry they're not very long. Last year I had a great big long list, but like I say, we're quite happy as we are, which is a nice place to be in, and also everything's up in the air. So we'll see. As long as my home continues to be a place they can learn and explore and everything, then everything should be all right. Hopefully, touch wood. Jinx that. If you like that video, please subscribe. My large family vlogs are now on Patreon. I'm going to keep just rattling on as I am for now. Bit of home education, bit of homemaking. See what happens. So I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye bye.